I want to welcome everyone to the Dayna show, and I want to welcome my guests, Eliran and Dror Trabelsi, otherwise known as Achim Shuva.
Shuva brothers.
Shuva brothers. And thank you so much for coming all the way to Modi'in to do this today.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, besimcha rabba. It was far? Come, how long did it take
An
you?
hour and 10 minutes.
Really?
It's not that far. People trying to cut the Shuva to volunteer, and I tell them it's not that far. It's an hour and 10 minutes.
An hour and 10 minutes is not a lot, and you should know that, when the war started and everything was going on in Gaza, it's only an hour away. Zeklum.
People kept asking me. I came from Ramat Gan, which is 25 minutes away with my bike. People were asking me, how do you do it every day? Back then, it was like an hour and 30 minutes because you couldn't go directly. You have to go from all over the place. But I said, it's only 1 hour, an hour and 30 minutes.
Listen, in North America, people drive that every day to work, right? It's not a big distance.
Miami. I used to live in Port St. Lucie in Florida and drive every day almost to Miami, an hour and 20 minutes. And it was normal. You don't even feel it. People in LA, you need to drive around to Orange County, stuff like that. Every ride in America is over an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's the way it is. But Israel, we're like mefunakim.
Uh-huh.
We don't like.
Oh, it's not 20. Also, Americans, they're getting to Israel. They're also becoming mefunakim. Oh, it's 30 minutes away. Oh, I don't know. Let's see if I can make it. Come on.
Volunteers are asking if we have any driver that can drive them to Shuva. So
Anytime you need. I used to work for Mada, an ambulance driver in Mada. Yeah, up until January. I quit in January, but for 5 years I was an ambulance driver, a choveshet. So all day long I was driving.
Podcast became dance.
Well, I started to do it. I started to do it b'makbil, right? I started to do it because with the war and everything. But I had to stop the work because I had so much anxiety. I have 2 boys who were fighting. And it was just like too much, the sirenot and everything. I had a lot of charada at the beginning of the war. Hi, and welcome to the Dayna Show, where we discuss in English day-to-day life of Israeli citizens, our concerns and aspirations for the country, and everything in between. I'm your host, Dayna Kaplan, and we're so glad that you could join us. Before I start the podcast, I always talk about the hostages. I always mention that we have 55 hostages left in Gaza, and not a day goes by that we don't think about them. And I also want to say that thank you to all the soldiers who are taking care of us, and without them, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. So I wish them all good luck, good health, and that everyone should come home safely. And on that note, I want to ask you guys, how did your Merkaz Rianun, how do you say it in English, your refreshing center begin in Shuva?
So I always say it never begins. We never started it. It wasn't no one's idea. Okay, it was literally our brother Kobe. He lives in Shuva. Okay, Shuva, for people who doesn't know, Shuva is a Moshav. Is on road 25. Is 2 minutes away from 232. When people started running away from 232, and when the army understood it, they cannot land helicopters to evacuate from 232 or to land or to get their ambulances to get on 232. They stopped everyone at Shuva Junction. Okay, it's the first junction. Ambulances, helicopters. It became a field hospital. Everyone who take care of wounded, if it's Mada or Hatzala or Zaka, everyone stopped there. Our brother Kobe, he saw what's happening with his friends from the Moshav. They ran out to the junction to help with a folding table. Imagine wounded and bodies on the floor and helicopters going like taxis to the hospitals. And they literally came with a folding table with some food, some drinks. Later, of course, extension cords because they were asking for electricity. Zaka apparently didn't have enough body bags. So they asked for blankets and sheets to help cover the bodies.
Wow.
It's crazy situation, but these guys from the Moshav, okay, 2 of them doctors, became the highest authority in that field hospital. Kobe with his sense. He can make anything to anything. He can figure out any situation. They came to help. Literally, that's how we started. Sunday, when we understood that Kobe is still doing what he's doing, and us as family, we have this thing of, I'm always about to say every year. I'm saying I'm about to say every war, but it comes out every year, which is basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing. Every year we have a war. But every war we go, Eliran he used to have stores, a lot of suppliers. He get us these shirts and underwears in low prices, and we go give it to the soldiers with the popsicles and music, and we do something nice. This time we went to buy some stuff. Eliran went to his suppliers to get shirts and underwears. We went to the closest stores around the area to buy stuff and get it to Shuva Junction now. Instead of to the gathering points, we had our own gathering point. Kobe is already there. They have 4 tables now on a second day. We brought more shirts, more underwear, started to get some food. And every day, more soldiers coming, asking for more stuff. So the first one will tell me about tactical gloves. I'll call Eliran. Eliran, try to see who we know that can get us tactical gloves. The next day, Eliran comes with boxes in his car of tactical gloves. Item after item, day after day. And it just became a thing. Until today, by the way, that's what we do. They're asking for stuff and we figure it out. We don't have ideas. I don't have time to have ideas.
But I saw like you guys have like stock, you know? You have stock of stuff.
Yeah, of course. We cannot have like one box of underwear because we know that many soldiers are coming.
What is the thing that is the
basic
most
stuff.
mivukash?
Basics like underwears, socks, like the green dry fit shirts. I mean, these are the basic in clothing, and of course hygiene, shampoo, like all the toothbrush, all the hygiene stuff, deodorants. But we really take care for everything. For me, it started. I mean, on October 7th, I live in Ramat Gan, as I told you.
Right.
In the morning, I kind
Sorry,
of.
Eliran. Sorry.
In the morning, I kind of, like everybody else, didn't really understand what's happening. I went to the synagogue. I made my wife to bring the kids to the synagogue as well. And then in the synagogue, we kind of understood that people are, taking out from the synagogue to the army, like one by one. And then some people in the synagogue are getting phone calls that their kids got wounded. It was crazy situation. 1:30, I'm sitting in my house and getting a phone call from a friend from Netivot who's telling me, look, there is an Ethiopian guy that is a warrior in Golani. He got injured. He's on his way to Tel HaShomer and no one can be with him. So I went directly to Tel HaShomer. And then you figure out what's really happening. You see all those people with shot wounds. You see people like, it was crazy. I mean, there is no way you cannot see it in no movie. It was really crazy. And at the same evening, I wrote a post on Facebook. If anyone needs help, I mean, this is my number.
Wow.
And then in seconds, I get a phone call from Sam Rassap, who was telling me, look, tomorrow I'm supposed to receive 500 soldiers. I don't have food for them. I mean, I don't have an idea for food for them. So I arranged food for these guys and drove it to their base. And then, of course, the same day, I know that we must buy supply because like we're doing all the time. I mean, it was, and as he said, we're like the most unorganized organization that operates in the most organized way. We're very unorganized. We don't have
We don't have lists.
we don't have lists. We're just letting it be.
This is a common theme in Israel, right? All right, like
Yeah, beseder.
יהיה בסדר, וגם, and also, we only deal with things after the fact, right? We find a Band-Aid after the fact, right?
I think look, when you work with stuff like that, I think this is the right way. Okay, it's not a for us. I'll be honest. It's not a game for us. We're not an organization.
No.
We are not this non-profit. It's not a business for
Do you
us.
guys make any money from
We
this?
none of us is making a salary out of Shuva Achim. It's a thing that we came to do because we had to, and we stayed because we have to.
So
And-
how do you
and-
live for how do you guys make money for yourselves? How do you for your family?
I have my office. I sell.
You like it?
I sell real estate abroad. I sell real estate in
Okay.
Georgia.
So you're rich, Bachum.
Dror is doing drone shoots.
So you're shooting it into some social media, into some marketing,
Really?
not in a size that can, I'm not making parnasa out of it. It makes me leave.
And he's paying no rent.
Now, the cool thing is that 3 months or 4 months before October 7th, I moved back to my parents' house. I have an apartment above.
I have an apartment above.
Yeah, we have an apartment above.
How do your parents feel about that?
Amazing.
Yeah, they like having you around.
Promise you. My
My mom would pay anything to help all of us.
my
I'm
mom,
like that too.
my mom's way. She used to cook with us when we started, and then she had to have a hip replacement. And now her way to take care of, like to give her part of Shuva Achim, is to make sure my house is always organized, always clean, because she know that I barely sleep. I come to the house for a few hours to sleep sometime. And she know that I'm rushing out of the house in the morning and coming back late at night. So she makes sure whenever I'm not home, she'll organize it. Like I'm 13, but I like it.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. And you?
Hashem.
31.
Yeah.
42.
At any age that someone tells me, I believe them. Okay, fine. You're only 3 brothers. Do you have any other
We are
siblings?
6 brothers.
6 brothers?
6 brothers.
Wow.
And, at the beginning of the war, we had Dror and his, Ariel and his wife were in the place with us until they had to go back to their jobs. Kobe, Dror, Yuval is an officer in the army.
Yuval left the house at 12 p.m. October 7th.
Yeah.
To Miluim. He's still in Miluim today.
Wow.
He's in Jenny right now.
Oh, wow. Can I ask you guys a question?
Avichai working with us right now. We have Osher, our adopted sister. My mom, because she have no girls, she's every few years she's adopting someone to the family. So we have many sisters. We're the family with the most sisters. The sisterless family who have the most sisters on earth. So everyone are a part of it. My dad every Friday goes to get the food from this catering because we give the food for Shabbat for the soldiers. Everyone in the family is a part of this. Baruch Hashem.
I have a question as someone who's not a native Israeli.
You don't.
I'm not. I've been here for 30 years. It's a shame.
You're a native.
I don't know. I don't know what I
You
am.
have more than me.
Real? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Why doesn't the army supply these things to the soldiers?
This question is leading us to an answer. We don't care. Why does the army, why does the government, why are not doing?
Like I don't want to say anything bad about the army.
The army is supplying everything that it's supposed to supply. Soldiers don't have to eat homemade meatballs and fish balls and I don't know, barbecue for lunch, okay? And soldier is not supposed to change his shirt every day or his underwear every day. And he's not.
If he wants, he can buy it. He can buy it for going to Miluim.
And he's not supposed to listen to music and chill
While having lunch.
while having lunch. We're doing the thing that we think is right for the moment, for the place, for the people. We are sure that the soldiers could do great without us. The one thing that we're giving them is a cure for their soul. Because now that the main issue is the mental issues that the soldiers are meeting in every point. And our place is a nice place for them to take a break from the horror and from the mess that they have. Yesterday, I was in the free supermarket that we have there, and a very nice guy came in to take some shirts, some underwear, and he said, "You can't imagine the difference between how loud it's inside and how calm it's here." And this is what we're giving. We're not giving food. We're not giving clothing. We're giving
A feeling.
a feeling. That's it.
Nachon.
I also want to answer this question. I'll be a little bit more rude. Okay. First, we're fighting in Israel. Okay, it's not in the States where they're fighting behind the mountains of I don't know what. Okay, the guys are fighting 10 minutes away from us. Each one of them, like the song of Daganachash, they're our brothers, your banker, your teacher. Everyone is in Miluim right now. Okay? Tikva Shesh? Shit. It's Tikva Shesh. These are our brothers. Okay? If you make a penny right now, it's thanks to this guy. Some of this penny can go back to him. If not, hey, take money, we can buy them underwears. If I can save them few shekels over a shirt, okay, this guy promised his kids in the summer to take them to the zoo, to take them to the Superland, and he didn't. He didn't, because he's in Miluim for the last 600 days. The smallest shekel you'll save for him might be his wife going with his kids to the Superland, to do something nice. I'll save them this money. If I can take someone's money, not taking, of course, people are loving to do it, and I think there were enough Jews in the world to make sure when our guys will fight, they'll fight like kings. If you'll see a soldier, how he's drafting Shuva, okay, he comes in like a king and he goes out like a king. It doesn't matter what they have the same day. It's really, that's how it is. They need to get to the war like with the shoulders like this. Okay, we get the units with the hardest job in the world. Okay, we got the guys from the Yasar, guys that their job is literally to collect body parts of our falling soldiers. Okay, to clean the whole area, to bring as much as you can from that fallen soldier to a proper buried in Israel. We have these guys coming to Shuva a second after a peilut, after they're doing something like that. Okay, because their commander is telling them, no briefing right now, go to Shuva, I'll meet you there. He knows that this is their safe spot, happy spot. He can talk to them about what happened over there.
It's literally 10 minutes from us.
10 minutes from the border, you get to Shuva.
Wow.
From few exits of the
You
border.
haven't been there?
To Shuva?
You never have it.
No. I mean, I was in that.
Let's finish it. How come? You must come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, you
I'll
must.
definitely
You
come.
must, you must.
That's one of my questions. I want to litrom. I want to do something. I don't know what I can do, but
Yesterday, we had two amazing...
You want me to bring a podcast there? We'll do a podcast.
Yeah, you can do it. Yesterday, we had two amazing women from Australia, from Melbourne. They came to volunteer, just showed up and said, what can we do? So they served the food for the soldiers. Some volunteers are cooking. Some are...
Who brings the food? Like all those big.
No,
You're cooking it all, and from Trumot, from donations.
no, we buy... Of course, the money comes from donation. We buy the...
We have suppliers for everything.
Yeah. And we buy it very cheap. We buy it like cheaper than restaurants. This like from day one. I mean, we talked about it at the beginning. I think the reason that we're still standing is because we didn't have any plans. We don't have any expectations. I mean, we're coming and doing and we became professionals in, we can feed thousands of people a day. If one day we want to open a catering or something like this, we can...
You can do anything. After you do this, you know that you can do anything. The sky is the limit.
Meet us on Shuva Brothers Beach Club in Gaza.
Well, my son actually was the one in his unit was the one who put up the sign in Nova Beach that they secured the Nova Beach in Gaza. He was in Sadir at the beginning of the war. So yeah, it's a big deal. What is the matzav ruach? What is the mood like of the soldiers?
You know, it's funny that those two girls, yes, there's two ladies yesterday. They were serving the food, and then I was coming to the like food cart, and they said, "Oh my God, they're smiling. They're so nice. They are happy. How come?" I mean, once they're coming, I mean, they hear the music, they see all those people that are coming to hug them. You know, people are coming from all over the world just to be there for them.
Every day there's like tons of people there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're smiling and they're happy, and
We're getting around 1,500 soldiers a day right now. Okay, we're cooking for 1,500 soldiers a day. We get volunteers from all over the world. This is one of the prettiest things about Shuva Junction. Sorry, that it became, people getting to Israel, and they get into the taxi at the airport, and they tell them, before you take us to the hotel, take us to Shuva. And tell them, what, Shiba? Like the Shomer? He never been to Shuva. The taxi driver never been to Shuva. And they go, no, Shuva Brothers, the junction with the brothers. And they come with the luggage to come say hi, maybe volunteer for a couple hours. Some of them already in Israel, coming for a day or two. We have an apartment for the girls when they come in to volunteer. And it became a part of being in Shuva Junction. Like the soldiers coming, hey, where is the Americans? Hey, where is the... A soldier comes to me and tells me, all of my high school, I haven't learned English like I learned in Shuva Junction. Like I studied in Shuva Junction.
I was gonna ask you guys, where do you guys get your English? You said you were in.
I did my doctorate in, I lived in America for almost 5 years.
Okay.
Nashville, San Francisco, LA, Denver, Miami.
Wanagalot?
Yeah.
How did I know?
Want to try a free sample, man? I sold the hair straighteners. By the way, your tips are very brand. You're using your straightener wrong.
I'm using my straightener wrong. Well, I can promote my straightener, but I think it's amazing. It's an Israeli product, but I won't say what the name is now. Okay.
I got to live in Canada, in Calgary for a little bit. We don't talk about this time period.
Why not?
I mean, it's Calgary. What do you have to talk about Calgary? Navigado once.
It was boring.
It's just boring.
Okay.
I lived in Mexico. I traveled a lot in the world. Came back in the middle of 2022. That's where my English from. Basically, by the way, you know what? My English is because of him. When I was younger, when I was, I don't know, 5, he went to a school in Israel, to Yeminot, and he used to bring a lot of friends, American friends, home. And I knew one thing in Hebrew. I knew, what's your name? My name is Dror, or what's your name? Your name is. And then his friend will say the name, and I speak English. That was my thing. But it made me really want to speak English. And his English.
And now it came in handy. Yeah. How's your English?
actually, it started from school, and then I went to the States to work 1 year. I worked in a investment bank, not in Agalot. So I got...
איך אני ידעתי שהוא היה בעגלות? איך אני ידעתי? מהפרצוף שלו אני ידעתי. I knew right away from your face. Wow, okay. And that's
That's
it.
basically, yeah.
Can we talk about for a second, like October 7th and what happened in the war here? Like the mechtal that happened in Israel. You don't want to talk about it?
No, it's not. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know.
We have no knowledge about it.
No, I know. I want to know your opinion, and I want to know the opinion of the soldiers that are fighting now.
Soldiers that are fighting don't care about it. They're not talking about it. They're talking about solving the problem that we have now. I mean, they want to crush Hamas. They want to bring the hostages back. They want to bring peace to the region. This is what they care about. You will never see, I mean, we're sitting there every day. You'll never see soldiers sitting and said, I don't know what am I fighting for as a mechdal, what a crazy government, what a crazy Ramatkal. No one cares about it.
We don't like this way. Or also, I'll tell you what, people that are busy doing, don't ask questions. If you ask questions, it will hold you from doing something. And look, we're Jews. Okay, we believe in God. We don't see it as mechdal. We see it as, the Holocaust was also a mechdal maybe, but in the Holocaust we lost 6 million people, and we earned maybe, I don't think that's the price you're supposed to pay to earn something, but we have the land of Israel now. Okay, we're Mama, we're from Netivot. Okay, for us, October 7th, Mechdal, it's 30 years. It's a 30-year thing. It started 30 years ago. They're shooting missiles on my house every year for a few months in a row. It's not October 7th thing. It's every year. Okay, people from Tel Aviv, it started in the last 2 years. Wow, it's a shock. We lived that for the last 30 years. And actually, it feels right now, okay, it wasn't a Saturday in Netivot for, I think, 6 months. They don't have enough missiles to shoot in Netivot now. If they get to shoot one, they shoot it towards them, the center, to make some kind of an impact. It's bullshit. Okay, everything. Thanks God. I don't know. It thanks God Kadosh Baruch Hu for everything that happens in the world. It was something happened. No one knows what it was or why it was. God knows. Okay, if you trust God, you trust God. And right now we work to make it better. Soldiers, they work every day to make it better, to fix the situation, to bring the hostages back.
Do you think it's possible, though, to get rid of Hamas completely?
Of course.
Of course, that's all we do. That's what's happening every day. That's what our soldiers doing every single day for the last 610 days. They don't play over there.
Right now it's very quiet. I mean, if you sit in Shuva, you hear the
Now, listen, we have azakot here all the time.
not
I know.
talking about azakot.
Okay, but for us, it's all akol yachasit. Everything is relative.
Not about the azakot.
Bullshit. It's not real faith.
From right here, you feel like there is no war. I went jogging like Saturday morning, and I heard this group of people are asking, I don't understand, why do they still keep the army in Gaza? I mean, you're sitting in Netivot, and you hear the bombs like every 5 seconds. It's like crazy. They're working like crazy in there, but nowhere around. You cannot feel it if you're not really close there.
Listen, a few weeks ago, I had on a woman who lived in Gush Katif, right? And she was talking about how, like, this has been an ongoing thing. I've also had on Nuri Davidi, who's the wife of Alon Davidi from Sderot. And she said also, up until this point, everyone thought it was just in the south, and all of a sudden now the people are waking up all over the country.
Yeah.
I also believe that from this very, very negative situation, October 7th, we will bring the Yeshua not only to Israel, but maybe to the entire region,
Geert Wilders, that the Holland opposition leader, said that Israelis are now fighting our war. I mean,
For sure.
their soldiers are dying for us. I mean, they're not doing it for themselves. And that's lead me to my favorite point whenever we're talking. When you asked about what do we feel about everything around, about like Mechdal or I think that everything, at least for us as a family, what leads us is a very simple thing. Like when you walk in the street and see piece of dirt, like piece of paper on the floor, you can choose to get like angry about all the people around the world, that how dirty world do we live in, or you can choose to protest against the guy who put the paper in the floor, or you can just smile and pick it up, put it in the garbage.
Yeah.
And the two first choose that you would have done will make you sad, will make you feel like, how did I get to this point? It's going to ruin your day.
For sure.
And the third one, to just pick it up, smile, put it in the garbage, you'll be, much happier. You will affect many people around you, because the guy that walked behind you and saw you doing it will do it the next day. And this is what's happening. We don't care about what's happening around. What we can do, we are doing. We're not going out to protest for no cause, because we don't believe that this is the right way to do it. If you can do good, things will get better.
And it's contagious.
Yeah, it's
It's-
so contagious.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. This morning I stopped by Aroma at Kama to grab a quick coffee. And I saw Michel. Michel is one of the soldiers I know since October 7th. I was sitting for like few months. Was so happy. We hugged, we smoked a cigarette together. And then he told me, it's devastating, all these rounds. Now, it's not Michel that I know. You know, this Michel will come to Shuva like this. He comes out of the Hummers like a Rambo. What's going on? Said, no, another round. I told him, Michel, don't forget. Right now, what you're saying out of your mouth is you're letting their psychological war to win you right now. I never heard you speak like that. This is their war. That's what Hamas trying to make you feel. Like you don't need another round. That's what the left is trying to make you feel. That's what the news.
When they feel them talking, they ask them to say, make the government stop the war. Tell the government that they're fighting for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? So these are the words.
Well, that's why I stopped listening to the news.
I told them.
Because it's all shtifat moach. It's all
I swear I told them that's the news trying to kick your ass.
Yeah.
That's the news trying to beat
And
you.
people here, they don't realize it. They really slip it in, Like I don't want to say Gama Lashon Haral, any news station particularly, but my nephew has also been in Miluim since the beginning. And I said to him something about the hostages and whatever. And he's like, you don't even realize what you're saying. He's like, which news channel are you listening to? He's like, we are out there every single day fighting our asses off for you guys, for this country. And like you said, we're making progress. Like, where is all this coming from? And people here don't understand. Like, we have to have a unified view.
We just had this week 3 bodies, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And we will have much more. I believe that we will have everyone out. Sooner than later.
Alive?
The ones that are alive,
Our life will come out alive. I believe.
in a big percentage.
I believe that they all will come out alive.
And we saw the government fighting to get a deal. They stopped the war for 6 months. For how long? For 4 months. It's not that there is someone who says, let's leave the hostages. We don't care about them.
Like we said, it's for the last 30 years. Hamas, for them, it's even for longer. They've been trained all their life to hate the Jews, to kill the Jews. For them, every Jew they have is a leverage for, they don't care of the next 2 years. They don't care of the next 4 years. It's not like, oh, stop the war, we're going to give you everything and everything going to be okay. It's for them. They have Jews in their hands right now. It will never be, it will be their leverage forever. They're going to keep someone even if they're going to. So the only way to do it is to really finish Hamas. To make them, give them as a, please just take them and leave us alone. That's what I think.
Did you guys serve in the army?
Yeah,
But we're so about it.
of course.
Why can't you talk about it? Because you were in some kind of unit or what?
No comment.
No comment.
Really? Ad kedei kach, wow.
It might be and might be not.
It's like every Israeli says the same thing. It's like when I first moved to Israel not when I first, after I got divorced, that I started meeting men and they're like, yeah, I was in the army, but I can't say what I was doing.
That usually means afsenot.
Look, you see what we do right now. We're very good at making food and organize the storage.
So what, you were...
Decisions. Make your conclusions.
Wow. Why do you think that they weren't able to get the hostages out yet? Why do you think that? Because I know the soldiers are doing amazing work there. Why do you think they can't get them?
Because we care about life. This is why. They know exactly where every hostage is.
You think they know?
Yeah. And they will not risk, they will not, after the 6 guys were murdered, in the tunnels,
נכון.
they changed the whole strategy. I mean, they became much more, they're trying to do thing with zero risk for the hostages.
And the soldiers too.
Yep.
And the soldiers too.
You fight monsters. You don't really fight an army. You don't really fight people that care about life or about their own people. Where you see someone asked me yesterday why we don't do it, why we don't just throw a
Bomb the crap out of
Hiroshima
it.
bomb.
Yeah.
Because we're Jews.
We're human.
We're Jews. We're human. We care of life, even if it's one person, even if he's not an Israeli or yes, a Jew, not a Jew. We work like I see it like stupid, but that's how we work. We'll send our guys one by one to do something very, special mission by himself, and not to throw a bomb. We have the world looking at us.
Which is exactly the opposite of what they're saying about
Of what
us,
they're
isn't
saying
it?
about Israel. Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
do you guys? I mean, you said you're on social media. You obviously you hear and see what's going on in United States and all over the world right now. What do you guys think of it?
Yeah.
What did you say?
It's crazy what they're doing now in LA.
In LA. What do you guys think about all the antisemiut and all the lies that are going on in Chutz La'aretz?
We love them all. There's
Yeah.
nothing to do. I mean, it's there. There's
I'll tell you something. Like the news in Israel, the news outside of Israel is even worse. Okay? If some guy with a kafia said something to a guy in the street, it happened before, it will happen after, it happened 1,000 times. But they will make it a news that will scare all the Jews around the world. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. I can promise you that the percentage who hates Israel that they are saying or that is showing anti-Semite in the street compared to what it really is, okay, is Shamayim Va'aretz, ground and earth. They're trying to show it way bigger than what it is.
Right.
I lived in America for 5 years, 2016 to 2022. Maybe two stupid girls with a kafia in the mall maybe understood that I'm an Israeli because Israelis working in a mall in America and shouted something. The rest of them bought my shit, bought my straighteners. I had Palestinian friends in America. It was never like to feel it in the streets. You see more riots right now. You see more protests, but let's say right now in the last few months I traveled abroad 2 times. France, which is very anti-Semite, and Romania, which I don't think have any religion. But
I'm afraid to travel.
none of them.
I don't want to leave Israel.
Wow, I'm traveling and I walk with my chatufin pin over here with a kippah, with my tzitzit, and I love it.
Really?
And the drivers, if you have a more Arabic accent, I'll tell them that I'm from Israel. I'll tell them Israel, Ana Israeli, and I'll speak to him a little bit of Arabic to see what he's gonna say. And I like it. I want to hear what they're saying. I want to speak about it. If you're saying anti-Semite, run away, go hide yourself. It's not the way to do it. Speak about it.
They want everyone, all the Jews to hide.
Speak about it. They don't. But some stupid group is wanting this. The rest of them want to be educated, and we all can educate someone. When you speak to someone before you say where you're from, and you have a click with someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You speak to someone in the street before you tell them what's your name or where you're from. You laugh from the same joke, and take it from there and try to push in it the thing that you're Israeli. His brain gonna get crazy in a second. How can this guy be such a gever, such a man? Now I just enjoyed a second ago with him, but he's Israeli. Wait, something is wrong over here. Something is wrong right now. They say they're all shit, but this guy is cool.
You know
That's what I experienced all my life with antisemitism.
You know about that girl, that Swedish girl that wanted to go to Gaza, right?
Go Greta. Go Greta. See, I gotta say something about it. The army just picked them up today from the
know.
ocean and gave them Lord's sandwich. That's the worst sandwich in the world. Okay, that's a punishment from getting wherever you're from and come to Israel. You're gonna get load sandwich, bitch. That's a punishment. Don't even.
Well,
don't
I
even
was
send
gonna
it to
say,
us.
one second, Dror, I was gonna say afuch. I was gonna say that shows how humane our army is. That they
I
were
know.
instead of blowing up that boat, they were giving them food.
Of course, but
You know,
because it's ignorance. It's people that don't know anything.
I kind of wish that they would have let her go to Gaza. Right? That would have been the best punishment for her.
Good.
Nachon? What do you think would have happened to her if she would have went into Gaza? They would have killed her right away.
No, they had many things to do to her before they were killing her.
In a good thing, in a good way or a not good way.
For who, I don't know. But no.
Tell me guys about a little bit about like how you grew up. Like you're very Tzioni family. Were you all like a very giving family?
We're very family from Netivot. I mean, it's a very warm city where you never lock your door. Our parents, I was sure that we lived in a very rich family. I mean, which wasn't really true, but this was my feeling during my whole childhood because
You had everything you need.
my mother, whenever my father was some kind of, he grew flowers. So, he traded, he gave flowers to some people and sometimes they brought baskets of vegetables to my mother's doorstep. And she took it, and before she brought it in the house, she went around the neighborhood to give out. So I thought, if she's giving out everything, and everyone knew that
Wow.
our family, I could get new pair of shoes, and then the second day I was like, Mom, where are my shoes? I said, you're still wearing them? Oh, I gave it to this woman's son. He needed it. He had his shoes were terrible. Like, okay, Mom. And this was normal. Giving out, hosting all the time. Whenever she had even now, when she can give me a call, I'm coming with my family every second weekend to stay for Shabbat. So at the weekend that we're not coming, she can give me a call and say, Eliran, you must come today. We're alone. It's only Avichai and Doriel and Dror and me and Daddy and Shlomit. And Mom, you're not alone. You have plenty of people.
I'm like that also.
I have a joke on my mom that I'm saying, my mom is this type of person that if you'll stop your car next to my house and ask her how to get to this address, you're probably going to spend up Shabbat with us.
Really?
You're staying for Shabbat. That's our mom. We're always saying about Shuva. We're also saying that Shuva Achim is our mom's house. That's what it is. You come, you ask for something, from the same second, someone going to start working, getting you what you need. That's what it is. It's
Beautiful.
not about who you are, where you're from. By the way, people stopping in Shuva sometimes, look, it looks like a nice restaurant. They stopping their car. Hey, is that a restaurant? If one of the volunteers will say no, I'll kick him out of there.
Really?
It's one of the things I tell them. Doesn't matter who stops the car, make him go in. Which is kind of thing from the kiosks in America. Get them all into the kiosk.
Oh, you guys
But-
had your way.
But it's more like you never know. Like I'll be honest. There are people from Shuva, from the Moshav, who never got outside to see what we did in the junction. And on the other hand, God is sending a car from somewhere with a family from America who stops just to ask you if they can have a coffee. Welcome. I want you to come and see what we're doing.
Beautiful.
And this type of thing, got us to meet the craziest people on earth. The prettier stories. Okay, I had 3 girls stopping their car, asking us if it's a restaurant. I tell them, yeah, of course, come out. They're all coming out of the car. Coffee? And yes, of course, I make them 3 coffee, 2 coffee, and something for the younger girl. And then I tell them a bun with fish balls. That's our signature dish. And they all yell, okay, I'm finding them a little bit into it. And they getting the fish balls. And we stand 3 of us. And then the mother is telling me about her daughter. She been to Gaza. And my first reaction was, the soldiers always asking me like if I want to come with them, but I'm afraid about what I'm doing. I don't want to do it. Well, what did you do in Gaza? And then the mother tells me she was a chatufa. What? And then the daughter tells me she was also. Apparently, Raya and Ila Oren from Raya and Ila Rotem from Be'eri, they were released in the first deal. That was crazy for me that I got them from the car like a client to the kiosk, and 3 weeks later I'm getting him Instagram DM. Hey Dror, is Ila? You guys in Shuva? I say yeah, come. They came to volunteer with us for a couple hours.
Wow.
A month later, they came again to volunteer with us for a few hours, and it became the happy place for them. Okay, her mom Raya, every few weeks I see her coming out of the car.
Do you guys realize what a huge mitzvah that you're doing? I know you don't like a pat on the back, but do you realize what you're doing for people?
I think
Not just even for the soldiers, for Am Yisrael, like the light that you're shining on the rest of the country.
we realize it, but we had many people that were coming to Shuva and said, this is Am Yisrael Yafeh. And I think that all of Am Yisrael is Yafeh. I mean, it's all of us. I mean, you see that the people, and I'm keep telling people, we're doing nothing. I mean, Dror is cooking. It's not you can learn it in like 2 hours how to cook. And I mean, I can come and just like grab the garbage and put it in the like big garbage place, or clean the hot dog thing, or bring. I mean, we're not doing anything too crazy, and everybody who are coming are doing the same. I mean, it's in all of us. I mean, we're all in every small thing that we're doing. We're creating sometime a huge impact.
Like I said before, it's contagious.
Yeah,
It's contagious.
From youth, it's all about everything about this place is very win-win situation for everyone. Okay, people coming to volunteer, they think in their mind, oh, we're gonna help the soldier. Basically, but actually, these guys are broken from the inside. They want to do. They want to help. They want to support. They haven't been here on October 7th. We did, I say things that I hear from them. We couldn't be here on October 7th. We were looking for a way to support, to help, and now to come here and see this, and people crying in my face, and they're coming to volunteer and healing themselves. They're coming to help the soldiers. They're being helped themselves. A soldier asks you for an underwear, you give him the underwear. You feel like a little girl because you just gave a soldier an underwear. And he feels, thank you, this guy just gave me an underwear. Everything about Shuva is a win-win. Everyone coming there to help. The soldiers coming to fight, they come to help. The soldiers looking to which garbage they can throw away. We have a few minutes, you guys need help. The soldiers tell you that.
That you see, anytime when we have a truck with supply coming, the first who are running towards us are the soldiers that are just coming.
To help you.
Let me. Yeah.
By the way, that's how we started with like how to fundraise, how to get donations. the first month, the first 1 month, it was us spending the money. Okay, my credit, Eliran's credit, people that came from somewhere and bought supplies, but then the soldiers started asking, how can we donate? So we had this QR code for Beat or Paybox, and slowly it got, now we work in an organized method. We work through My Israel Gives. It's a foundation. It's a 501c3. It's a Safe 46. People can donate and get receipts.
Also in Chutz La'aretz?
All over the world.
Uh-huh.
My Israel Give, it's a big foundation. They work.
We'll put a link every.
They work.
the show.
They work with thousands of initiatives. They help people. Look, I told you, we're not an organization. Honestly, I don't think we want to become one. We want this thing to end tomorrow and Shuva to go up to the sky.
You know what? When
The
I
Sarah
spoke
Shamayim.
to you, Dror, before, I think I spoke to you, right? When I asked you if you would come on the show, I was kind of hoping that by the time this happened, there would be no more war. You know? What is going to happen to Shuva after the war?
We don't really care about it. You know what, Shuva brothers, I think, when we like using it, Shuva Brothers. I think right now what we're trying to do is unconsciously to create some kind of a movement. I mean, when people are coming and understanding how easy it's to do good to other people, they're taking it back home. And they will do it. And of course, hopefully there will not be any more wars, but when there will be the next one, we will be there. I mean, as we did before. So in Shuva, we have no idea. I hope they will put some statue of the three of us in that summit. Like,
Yeah. Today.
it's not going to happen.
Why not? Why
But
not?
an older lady with her husband were standing in Shuva, and then they came off the bus, and she told them, "It's so nice they called the junction over the brothers." like, like we are the Shuva brothers. Okay? That's one thing to make very clear. We are not the Shuva brothers. We call it Shuva Achim. Shuva Achim stands for the return of our brothers.
We are the Shuva brothers.
We are the Trabelsi brothers, Trabelsi family. Shuva Achim, everyone are Shuva Achim. Everyone are the Shuva brothers. And by the way, something you can see in Shuva, it doesn't matter who comes. Everyone have a heart inside. It doesn't matter what you believe. Left, right, black, white, I don't know what. We get Jews, Christians, Muslims like our soldiers. By the way, like our soldiers, we have Muslim, Christian, Jews soldiers, they all fighting for the same cause, we're in the same uniforms.
And they all get along together.
And everyone who comes to Shuva, from the Druze, when it started, the Druze came with flags to do, and we're so like surprised of what we do. Two people from the government, both sides, right and left and middle and other one, and Christians coming from all over the world. I just got one of the priests to forgive my sins. A few months ago, I got forgiven.
Mazal tov.
Yes,
Mazal
yes.
tov. Wow. That must have taken a long time.
We get Haredi volunteers
We didn't forgive him.
who didn't forgive from my sins.
What was the weirdest bikush that you guys got there?
Bakasha. I have a word, bakasha, that ended up to be one of the craziest stories I'll ever say or tell about Shuva. I got one of the Resapim of a very special unit calling me to ask for 150 sandbags. Okay, construction sandbag full of sand. I was like, what? Like that? The army cannot give you this? It's like, you could ask you for a tank. And he said, yeah, the army can get it to me, but right now is Wednesday night. I need it tomorrow by 4:30 at the border. And I can get it, like, the army will get it to me in 3 days. It won't help. We go into a very special mission. He said, and one of the most moralic missions the army ever did. Phew. And I said, all right. I called our guy, our supplier. He said, hey, I have it. I don't have someone to send it. I got another officer to take my brother's car with a trailer to go pick it up, to get it to the border. He got right on time. They met with the truck and a kiss with Am Yisrael. נפגשו בנשיקה. They got everything into Gaza. Sunday I got a message. You guys should know that you took a part in one of the craziest missions the army ever did. Apparently in Mivtza Arnon, when they got Noah Gamani and the guys out, when that truck stuck in the middle of the road and the Arabs started running towards it, the snipers of the special unit, they were covering the whole area, taking the Arabs one by one so they won't get to the truck, putting their weapons on our sandbags, and building the fortress to each sniper from our sandbags. Shuva brothers. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's cool. Okay. And
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, usually snipers are getting shots. Like when you understand there's a sniper in the area, everyone trying to take down the sniper. It might actually save people's life. For sure, it helped. And you never know. We don't get to the. We don't do a follow-up calls. Hey, how was the sandbag Zikachi? Hey, how was the food? We do it and you let it go. Because if you won't let it go, you're you can do more stuff if you will just let it go. We don't care of the rest. I get the call, I get the message. Right now, sitting here with you, it's like 12 calls, 15 messages. Um, we answer and we go on. Eliran, I call Eliran when it sounds like something too crazy or maybe it will cost too much money. I don't know what I don't know that we have money, by the way. Okay, I live in a free world. They ask for something, I call Eliran, it sounds good. He say, yeah, we approve it.
So who's the financial guy?
Eliran.
Eliran, you're the financial guy. What's your tafkid? You're the cook?
This is
That's your
yes, I'll have some life.
He's the general manager. He's like the
I get all-
operative
I get all
manager.
the calls, I get all the soldiers that might not right. Get all the food for Shabbat. I make it. I cook.
You cook on a daily basis?
On a daily basis.
Uh-huh.
It's me, Chen, and Oshev. They're cooking over there. I don't trust Ashkenazis to spice our food. So you have to be a list 80%.
What's your mutza?
Smoke.
You're Moroccan?
Moroccan, half Tunisian.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. You guys are hilarious. Wow.
It's you need to know that it's a 24-hour thing. We don't get a second not to think, not to do. You know, people asking, what are you guys not going to? What are you guys not doing? Going on a speaking tour to fundraise? We never go to fundraise. We never called anyone to ask for money. Never. People coming to Shuva to support this and to help this. We don't need millions because we work one day by day. I don't want to end this war and think what to do with all the millions we fundraised. We never got to the point of calling someone to ask for money. It is a really 24-hour thing. Shuva Achim is not a volunteer opportunity. It's not an organization. We work very hard 24 hours a day, and everyone are welcome to help us. That's that's what it is. We don't have hours of operation. When do you guys open? When do you guys close?
You do, right?
You know, I get the people calling me, people sending me messages on Instagram. Hey, in Sukkot, we want to come with the family. You think the war gonna be? I'm like, let me call the Ramatkal for a second. Oh, it's on my speed dial.
And you have those volunteers that are calling you, like this woman is bringing her, I don't know, family from New York. We're going to arrive on August 17th. And then the next week she's calling. You remember that we're coming of August 17th, right? And then August 17th is coming. And she's like, oh, I talked to you. I'm like, I don't really know you. I'm just answering to be nice. I mean, when you want to come, just come. Don't even call us.
We are part of it. We need help. Always, we need your support. We need your help. We feed 1,500 soldiers every day. Okay, we take
You
care.
just show up?
We answer.
Show up?
I answer 200 phone calls every day. I answer the Instagram, the Facebook, the Grinder. No, I'm joking. We get so many messages, so many calls, and basically we are there during cooking and doing what I do. I need to answer all this stuff. You want to come help us? Text me when you want to come. That's it. Don't even expect a reply. Just
What time
come
does
on
your
that
day
day.
start, Dror?
On my first call, it can be 8
Do you
a.m.
sleep at night or do you
I
not?
try. I get home around 1 a.m. at night, and then I have 60 messages to reply before 3 a.m.
And someone's there. There's someone there 24 hours a day.
We're trying after one. We're trying after 1 a.m. not to be there physically, to avoid stuff. I don't want volunteers to stay there late. I don't want girls to be there late. Let's say from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m., no one's supposed to be there. Soldiers know how to operate the coffee machine. They know how to make a toast.
They can
know how
come
to
in and do whatever they
It's
want.
open. We don't have doors. It's
Yeah.
always open. We're leaving everything there. They're coming 4, 5, 6 a.m. They leave messages on the hot plate. Hey, we came at 5 a.m. and the soup was hot and warmed us.
Hi.
Oh, and then you wake up like this.
Do you still have that feeling?
Every second.
Yeah.
Every second.
That's
You
beautiful.
don't even know. Like, it's very important for me to be here right now, to sit here right now, to talk about it. First, maybe it will get to soldiers. Second, maybe it will get to people that can support us and help what we do. But so that's one side of me, really happy about being here. The other side is freaking out right now for not answering my messages, not answering my
Oh,
calls.
you seem a little.
I'll take all my hair off.
But you know what? Besides the work that you're doing, it's important that you take a little bit of a break. You know,
That's
it's
a shame.
important. It's important that you have a little sheket nafshi, because then it'll give you more energy to do the work.
I built in deep inside myself, and it proved itself. Okay, I left Shuva twice in the last few months. It was the only 2 times I left, and when I came back, it was crazier than before. I prefer to stay on the line that I'm in right now, doing what I'm doing. Nothing can surprise me. I'm trained for that. Every day you're training more for that. Okay, you get more requests, more stuff, and you're hyped. You know, we get masseurs to come in. We get people to come and do massage.
I
to
saw,
soldiers.
yeah.
And I'm asking them, please don't get the soldier to sleep. It doesn't matter what you do, what type of massage you do. If you cannot give him a 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes massage to refresh him, you know, like pressure points, stuff that he will finish the massage like this. Not like,
Yeah, you don't want any.
you know, I get some of
Lazy
them.
soldier.
I get some of them. The soldier get up to the massage like this and ask him, where's my gun? Boom. That's not a question I want to hear. This place is, you need to stay hyped. You're in the middle of the war. They're inside the war zone. They're 10 minutes away from Gaza. It's not a hangout. No joints and beers in Shuva Achim. They
You
come.
don't have any alcohol?
No alcohol, no joints. If someone, I don't know, a volunteer with a prescription want to smoke, go down there and do something. But people coming from the war on their way to the war. They don't go to the base to leave their stuff. They leave their weapons and the hammer and coming with their Seat, with the car. They come with the special cars, with the machine guns on top, with
Oh, I gotta
machines
come.
inside.
I gotta come.
Yeah.
So we would love to come you. I'm gonna have to leave you guys.
No, we're gonna end. We're gonna end. I need to say something.
Okay.
As a mother, I think that for me especially, I really, really appreciate you guys, because one thing that we feel as mothers is that we don't know what's happening with our kids. And to know that we have like you guys to take care of our children, even just to give them a little something, you know, to make them have more energy, give them a good feeling. It's a really, really important thing. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you do, because it really, really means a lot. As soon as I saw your site, I was like, wow, you know, because for me especially, it's been hard, and I think you guys are doing an amazing, amazing job. So I want to just thank you for what you're doing, and I want to thank you for coming here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
We will finish with really invite everyone to come to Shuva Achim. Okay, it doesn't matter if you live in Israel, if you don't live in Israel. If you cannot come and you want to support us, support this. It's really important. If you can't support it yourself, send it to someone. Be a part of it. Be a part of this. He called it a movement. It is a movement. It is a. That's what it is.
You guys are Am Yisrael. You guys.
We are Am Yisrael. There is only one Am Yisrael. That's what we know how to do.
Maybe we should have called it Shuvachim, brothers again. Let's return to be brothers.
Thank you so much for coming, guys. I wish you a lot of success in the
We
future.
love you. It was amazing.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching and listening.
Wait.
Wait.
Rega, I got your Shuva Achim shirt.
You got for me?
Yeah.
I'm going to wear it every day.
Usually you have to come volunteer at least twice before you come.
Sababa, ani baderech.
So now you got one for you.
Thank you
We
so
love you.
much. I
It's
love
cool-
it.
Cool oversized.
Okay. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of The Dayna Show. If you like what you heard, you can subscribe to the podcast, like and share with your friends on social media, and rate us 5 stars. Don't forget to tune in next week, and we'll see you then.